Good morning. It's Harvey Jackson from Sea Grain Marketing. Just going to go through soil moisture as we see it right now. Um, the all hazards map is actually talking about a rapid onset of drought risk in a pocket here with the exceed or the extreme or excessive heat in this area, and of course that comes into Canada as well. You can see how that actually that 0 to 10 centimeter soil moisture, and again, it's not showing the full slice of the prairies, but it's showing a slice of some of the conditions here on the soil. Moisture is 0 to 10 centimeters or 4 inches, and here some deeper depth. You still have some soil moisture, but it's actually a potential problem as the plant's maturity increases here, and reproductive plants don't explore the same as vegetative plants. Last year we had a very hot May, and that drove plants to roots to explore the soil really deep, and I think that's what made a big part of our crop that we seen last year was because of that hot May. Hot at this time of year, the roots are not exploring the soil the same. Uh, Here's your evaporation. You can see that there's a fair bit of evaporation from the same growing area, just meaning the soil is basically drying out. Just going to quickly show some uh, how the drought or soil moisture has changed from July 22nd to June 24th. Some of the same areas are showing, but that differential in color for sure. Here we are, July 22nd soil moisture drought model, and you've got a huge area that's starting to show up with a 60 to 40 and less than 40, and then even your 60 to 85 in yellow with some pockets in here. And some, well, of course, Manitoba a little bit higher because we keep on getting excess moisture, but that leads to another problem all by itself. Here we are just looking just at the departure from average, and you can see how this departure from average, Edmonton area and south all the way up to Calgary, and then Regina from the U.S. border coming in as well, and it's reaching over similar to the previous maps. So looking back a month ago, how those areas have shifted, and we've got more drought. I know there's some rainfall that's been hitting Edmonton North, so some of those problems might be somewhat alleviated, especially in the grain fill kind of staging. And here's Manitoba crop update. It came up with some updates of soil moisture, and I'm just concentrating on soil moisture today. But just take a note; these dates are pretty delayed in timeline as well. Here's your temperature anomaly for the 0 to 5 days, and you've got a little bit of a cooling effect. It's not as extreme temperature as it is uh, slid over into northern Ontario. You can see there's a cooling effect down in the Gulf, Texas region, and into the growing region. So that's actually probably beneficial for a lot of the crops there. They're not getting hit with the heat as it is in the central U.S. and Canada. Here you got it slightly moving a little bit farther east for the 5 to 10 day, and still some good temperatures, a little bit above normal, of course. And you see this building back into the 10 to 15 day, how that's going to get hot again and push things along, potentially where that drought area is kind of question for the hazards map for the U.S. Temperatures and how it progresses. It's you can see that it's going to be hot and move forward here. So canola, as we see it, is down $3. Rapeseed down 3 to 5. Soybean oil down 0.4 cents about. So palm oil down, crude oil just slightly up a little wee bit, soybeans down, and the wheats are down a few pennies as well. Canadian dollar is still leaking a little wee bit with a lower Canadian dollar. We do expect to have the Bank of Canada come out today, so we'll see what that is as a result. So what I'm going to just do is go through some of this here with canola. So canola, we've had this downward trend and then a little wave up. I put the Fibonacci up uh, on here, and it's strangely enough, it's the 38 on the longer term trend on the down is 672, and the market was currently trading at 675. So this is a fairly strong point of making sales. The next one would be above that 692, which would get us back to full retracement on the up move. Canola or European rapeseed. Here we're looking at 695 is where the market is currently trading, just above the 78.6 retracement value. Another point of trading in this range is probably a good place to make sales if you're a European rapeseed grower. Which here the soybean oil trading at the bottom end of the range, and it needs to hold this 44 and a quarter, which it's at 44.69 when I took the screenshot here. Soybean November soybeans by themselves trading at the bottom end of the range, similar to the soybean oil. But what I have here, I had this overlaid with a client that I was seeing yesterday, and the canola is on the left hand side in the blue, and you can just see how the canola is traded away from soybeans, not trading in the same relationship at all. Crude oil up a little bit today, but needs to hold that 76 probably but ideally we want to get back down to 72. But that's me talking for having lower price fuel. Board crush margin. Here's what we're seeing in the last couple of days, or since last week. We had $130 crush margin. We're down to 87, and that's a bit of a yay as well. That means the canola prices are squeezing crush margin as the veg oil has not gone up. And it's not a perfect measure, as the canola oil does trade with its own premium over the soybean oil, and I don't have very good direction of that. Wheat, here we are. We're trading at the bottom end of the range. We're at the 78.6. Like to see it get back up to that 638 and hopefully test the 671, which would be the 61.8 retracement value. Hard red winter, closer to the full retracement down, needs to get to that 608 to potentially see a trend reversal. Milling wheat, it is at that 61.8 and needs to hold and trade above it. And that's all I have for you today.